This is Fano with an hour with the Wolf Pack, and my segment is Stepping Out of Babylon. Today's date is January 29th, 2016. And today, I did the usual diet. My order came in today, or yesterday, with all my superfoods. So I got to add chlorella powder to my juice in the morning. Chlorella powder is pretty bomb. They say just a little bit of it. I forget how much, but a little bit of it is pretty much like a shit ton of broccoli. Broccoli is super awesome. If you didn't know, broccoli cures cancer, if you didn't know. So if you are kind of sick with any kind of disease, you probably should eat more broccoli in your life. Raw, mainly. If not raw, slightly steam it. Broccoli is pretty good. It's pretty awesome. But anyways, on top of that, that's all I really did. I kind of didn't eat that much today because I had a lot to do. I did get a kombucha. I don't know if you know about kombucha, but if you don't, you should look it up and probably start drinking some kombucha. It's like a fermented tea. Has live probiotics, so if your immune system sucks, you should probably drink some kombucha. It'll keep it on a top level status. You can also, if you are kind of smart, brew your own kombucha, or you can get it at the store. Just watch out. I mean, majority of it's kind of shitty. And most of it's not even like 100% kombucha. A lot of it has like MSG and some weird shit in it. So the best one that supposedly there is I think it's called High Time Country, or I don't know, something like that. It's the best. It's the one I used. I mean, I guess I should know what it's called, but it's the one I use when I make my own kombucha. But yeah, I mean, so if you have any issues with your immune system, you probably should start drinking kombucha every other day. It's a little expensive. It's like $3+ a bottle. That's why you should just brew your own, and you can make a lot for like $10, basically. It takes like a few weeks, but you can do it. You can make your own scobies and start being healthy. Besides that, I had some like tea, and that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, I mean, today, like, I feel like I had a lot more energy. I started feeling kind of good about being on the diet. So I'm not saying at this point I'm completely gone away from all the mental problems about eating right, but it's getting a little bit easier. It's kind of more just accepting the lifestyle. And yeah, I do notice the thing that I can see the most is you get more conscious of how bad everyone else is eating around you. And it's a trip because you could think like a lot of those people are just eating bad because maybe it's their cheat meal for the week or something along those lines. But in reality, a lot of those people eat bad every single day, or they eat bad 3 to 4 times a week, or they eat bad 1 meal a day, or they eat bad 3 meals a day. So, like, living in the city, you really see how much people don't respect their bodies. I mean, a lot of people just don't know. And that's like the sad part that really makes me sad, is because I think a majority of education should be about health and showing people this is what you eat, this is what's good for you, this is how to grow food, this is what kind of herbs or different natural things you can use to fix a lot of issues you have. But instead, they just show you to like look like people, or they show you to learn one subject and you're that subject for the rest of your life. And it's really stupid, because we're all really, really smart. No matter who you are, you're smart, and you can learn thousands and thousands and thousands of things, and you can learn a lot more when you're putting the right fuel back into your body, and your body will start working at a kick-ass mode. But in life, it's so easy to basically eat bad, and it's so easy to feed your bugs, and it's so easy to not do much. I mean, even people that are doing shit, what are they doing? They just go to work and make money, and that's all made up in a waste of energy. And then on their downtime, they drink alcohol or get high or do something or eat really bad food. So, and then people like to say, well, there's those other people who build things and start movements and do all this stuff. And yeah, it's true. There are those people. But the reality is, the majority, especially when you're in the city, are just feeding their own addictions 99.9% of the time. And it's very confusing, because you see different, like, you can see in the city real good looking people who are in shape, eating, drinking badly, polluting their body, polluting their minds, polluting everyone around them. And you can think in your head, if you don't know anything, like, oh, that's okay. Like, look at them. They're good looking, or they're in shape. And at the same time, you can see somebody not in shape doing the same thing, and you'll be like, oh my God, like, they look like that because of what they're doing. And so looks are deceiving. And I just really kind of wish that instead of seeing a liquor store on every corner or a fast food place, that there could be like fresh produce on every corner, or like juice bars on every corner, or like, what about government ran juice places? Everyone can have free juices, or everyone can have free produce. Or what about the cities or the states, having free, like, fruit forests or gardens for people to eat, It's like, the more you become clean, the more you say, I don't want to do that. That's not good for me. That's just poison. People look at you weird. But the reality is everyone's pretty much sick, and when you start shining and your light starts getting brighter, people start noticing, in a good way and a bad way. But you must always understand to be yourself and do what's right for you. And you don't have to tell everyone what you're doing all the time. You can just, be really clean, be healthy and be happy. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is yourself. And like I said before, if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of other people. And I think people preach about all this. We need to change our minds and stop being selfish and start thinking about everyone else. But if you're dying or you're barely living, how can you help anyone? I mean, if you're at your best version of yourself and you feel like you can help a bunch of people around you, more power to you. But you can't tell everyone that. Not everyone's on the same level. And, I would say to everyone, just like, focus on you, be happy, eat better, do things that make sense to you. Be open to better possibilities, because people are chasing the highest high. But I'll tell you straight up that the highest high that I ever experienced was just through food and going through cleanses and being who you really are. You become so high. Like, life is such a high in its natural form that no drug or anything can come close to that. And I guess people would argue with me, though, like, well, you never done a lot of drugs. And yeah, but I can just say, like, okay, let's use alcohol. Even the high of the alcohol is really nothing close to eating clean for months upon months upon months at all. So, people can challenge it, If you've done a lot of drugs and whatever, you experienced all the highs there are out there, cool. I challenge you to just eat right for 6 months to a year, super duper duper clean, and let me know how high you get and which high is better. And I think if people spoke the truth more, and people were better role models for other people, then stuff would change. Like, you don't have to go out there and protest every day. You can just be yourself and eat clean, and you'll shoot out a frequency that will help other people grow. So that's all I have to say for today. And today is day 8. I don't know if I said that in the beginning, but today's day 8 of Stepping Out of Babylon. And today's date is January 29th, 2016. And this is Fano from An Hour with the Wolfpack. And I hope you have a good day and live with love and compassion.